Bridgie, was it just important to keep the run going on Saturday and get a point coming from behind?
Yeah, I think obviously we know we wasn't happy with the performance in the first half, but to come back again, which we've shown now in the last month, we've come back a few times and we don't give up and we keep going. And again, if anyone was going to win the game at the end, it was us. So we have to take confidence from that, and obviously we know we've got to do better and make sure we can't keep starting like that. But definitely is a positive that now we're 7 unbeaten.
Yeah, 3 1-all draws in a row now. How do you go about trying to get a win on the board?
We just want to obviously start the game not going one down. I don't think necessarily it's about we haven't started like really bad, but the goal goes in really early, and then that sort of changes things. I think there then becomes such a panic. You can hear it around the stadium from the fans. It becomes a lot of anxiousness about the way we're playing, and then it all gets a bit frantic. And I think obviously the second half in the last couple of games we've been, we've calmed down and played our football, and then you see the best of us.
Yeah, and when we have got that equalising goal, you sort of felt it in the crowd, haven't you? And we've all got a lift, and then we've gone on to create a few more chances. So how important is it to try and use the crowd to our advantage again on tomorrow night and being at home again?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you see the crowd right behind us, and when we're playing the way we play, and we're sort of stuck in their third, we're attacking, and we get the goal, and it's a tough place for any team to come when it's like that.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest attendances of the season on Saturday as well. Can you sort of feel that extra energy when you step out there with such a big attendance like that?
Yeah, you can feel it, and you knew it was a big game being on TV, and it's against Dagenham, and for the first time you saw that, I think, a part of the stadium that the fans were in the away end, so you knew it was obviously a bigger crowd and it was noisy, but obviously we'd have liked to sort of give something early doors for us to sort of push on, but it was what it was. But again, to come back like that shows character.
Yeah, you've started more games for us this season than any other player, so how pleased are you with that record, managed to stay fit for the whole season, and are you just keen to keep that going for the sort of last nine games now?
Yeah, obviously for me, I'm thankful that I have stayed fit. I touch wood, so I am glad that I've been fit for the whole season. So yeah, just want to keep that going and see where it goes.
How do you sort of look back on it? And obviously with the points deduction, it was never going to be easy, but you personally as well, you've had a good season, would you say? Yeah,
it's been you look back at it and you don't realise some of the things that you forget what it was like at the start, even like right at the start of the pre-season. I mean, I didn't even have a contract, I didn't even know if I was still here on a personal note, and I think there was obviously so much more going on that I wouldn't know about as well. All the little things, one on the bench, and whether or not we're even going to be playing, can we play, and can I sign, could I play, and there was so much going on. And then the pre-season was obviously just so different. I've not experienced anything like that, so then to be in a position where we are now, even talking about being in playoffs, getting to playoffs with the 10 points and everything that we've been through is credit to us and everybody that's been involved in it.
Yeah, we take on Dorking tomorrow. We've seen before that they can be really difficult to play against, so even though they are near the bottom, we'll have to be at our best, won't we?
Yeah, I think we've played against them early on in the season, didn't we? And it was a tough game there. But obviously, we're going into the game 7 unbeaten. We should be high on confidence, and obviously want to get off to a good start. So.
Jack, the game against Dagenham on Saturday, obviously televised. Do the cameras impact you in the way you play at all?
No, I wouldn't say it does. I don't think you really think about it too much. You don't see much of it when you're just going about getting ready, warming up and things like that. But no, I don't think so.
Any extra time in front of the mirror?
Maybe there's a bit of that, maybe, yeah.
and Dagenham were able to exploit your high line quite a bit and getting behind. Is that something you've had time to work on? It's only been a couple of days, but...
Yeah, we go back and analyse all the games when we win and play well, and when we don't play as well and lose. We do the same process every time. We go back and look at what we do well and what we don't do well. So obviously we've gone over that, and yeah, hopefully Tuesday will be a good game.
And you'll be going Saturday, Tuesday for quite a few weeks now. How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, it's tough when it's like this, and it's been the third or fourth week of it now, and it's coming towards the end of the season. And again, talking like the season's been, obviously not having many players on the bench most of the season, so there hasn't been loads of rotation, and not having a full pre-season behind us. It's one of them weird seasons where everyone sort of had to grind it out between us, and yeah, it's sort of getting to the end of the season now. But to be fair, the boys are still going. You see us in the second half, it's not like we're flagging or anything like that. We're the team that's still looking like to press, so I think that's credit to everybody.
Yeah, and only 9 games left of this season. Have you set any targets within the team where you'd like to be finishing?
We have our own in-house things where we want to be and what we do, but we just got to make sure we take each game as it comes and we see where it takes us.
And historically, it's all been very close games between you and Dorking, who play on Tuesday. What sort of challenge are you expecting from that game?
Yeah, it won't be easy. I think they're down the bottom as well, where they're struggling. So obviously they will be fighting to stay in the league. So yeah, they're going to make it as difficult as possible. And I don't think any game in this league is easy by any stretch. So it'll be a tough game. But we know if we turn up and play the way we do, we'll do well.
So yeah, Dorking have one of the worst defensive records in the league. Does that give you an incentive to put them under early pressure, get an early goal, and then get a big win under your belt?
Especially at home, I think that's what we want to do. We obviously want to be on the front foot and scoring goals. And like you say, you get the crowd on side, and yeah, nobody wants to play against us when it's like that.
Thanks, Ray.
I think it's 12 assists you're up to now. I think it's 6 goals as well. So how pleased are you with your sort of output in terms of goals and assists this year?
Yeah, again, I've always say I'd probably want to add a few more goals to the game as well. But with the assist and things like that, yeah, definitely I'm happy with the numbers that I've been hitting. Obviously, we'll always strive to get more and try and get as many goals and assists as possible.
Yeah, and is it goals from open play, I guess you'd like to sort of improve
like
on?
Obviously, I know the position I play, I want to try and get a little bit more so I can sort of create more chances for myself. So yeah, I'd obviously want to add a few more goals to my game that way.